Hypnosis with Nettie's Notes, and today I'm filming from my hotel room in beautiful Palm Springs, California. Let's take a minute and look outside at the scenery and the view from this hotel balcony. Why are you filming from Palm Springs, you may ask? Because I'm on my semi-annual motherhood break. I have 10 children. One of the most common feelings I have as a mother is total and complete exhaustion. And it doesn't matter if you have 10 children or one child. Motherhood is just overwhelming sometimes. It is so important for moms to get away and take a break once in a while. We need to refresh and rejuvenate, and especially remember that we are people and we need some quality time to ourselves. I like to take a break every 6 months as a mother, once on my anniversary in August, and another time in February on our 6-month anniversary. My husband and I have found that if we can get away at least twice a year, we are much better parents. We can rejuvenate and refresh and remind each other why we got married and that we are still sane people who can deal with raising children. Sometimes I tag along when he goes on a work assignment. Sometimes we make our own plans. Sometimes when we don't want to afford a hotel or somewhere to go to, we simply stay in our own house and ask friends to take the kids overnight. And the kids get to go stay with their cousins or family or grandparents, and they think that's a great break as well. There are ways to be creative and get away from home and rejuvenate as a mom. I highly recommend you do it. When we get away, we try and rejuvenate in 4 different areas: spiritual, physical, mental, and social. We always take some spiritual time when we get away. We pray together, we worship together, we read our scriptures together, we reconnect with God as a couple and remember why we were married, and we especially like to remember our marriage covenants and what we promised to each other. It's also important to rejuvenate physically. Everyone knows that intimacy and physical touch are vital to a successful marriage. In fact, physical touch is so healing when you haven't been able to sit down and talk and clearly communicate for a long time over the roar of children. We cannot underestimate the power of physical reconnection as a couple, and that is an important element of keeping your marriage healthy and keeping your motherhood sane. Third, intellectual. This time when we got away, we read the book The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis, and this has provided some wonderful intellectual conversation with each other. It's good to have deep conversations, to talk about more than just diapers and children, and to discuss philosophies and things in life. We love having deep conversations as we drive and as we travel together and as we read together at night. Take time to reconnect and rejuvenate intellectually. Finally, socially. It's so much fun as a couple to just be alone again, to go out to dinner, to see a movie, to walk down the street and hold hands, to have fun social conversations, to giggle and laugh and tell jokes, and remember that you're best friends. Reconnecting socially is an important part of a healthy marriage and a healthy partnership. So remember to connect in 4 ways as a couple: spiritually, physically, intellectually, and socially. Now finally, a word to the wise. It takes an act of Congress for a mom to be able to leave overnight. In fact, no matter how much I plan and prepare and make menus and lists of what will happen while I am out of the house, something always falls through at the last minute. It is usually the night before we leave that I turn to my husband and say, there is no way I am leaving town tomorrow. There is no way I can leave this family and these kids. Everyone needs me too much. And that's when he reminds me that we have to get away, that it's important to my sanity and his sanity and to the success of our family for mom to have a break. So press on even when things are falling apart and do what you need to do to get away for at least 24 hours, at least twice a year. Let's take time for a little bit more scenery that we've seen this week in beautiful Palm Springs, California. Thanks for watching. Remember, there's no way to be a perfect mother. There's no way to be a perfect parent. There are a million ways to rejuvenate and refresh and get back on track. I encourage you to do that. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing on Nettie's Notes, please subscribe and share, and we'll see you next time.